The invitation was beautiful. Cream cardstock, gold embossing, elegant script. Derek Harrington and Vanessa Cole request the honor of your presence at their wedding. Inside, tucked between the RSVP card and the reception details, was a handwritten note. Not from Derek. From her. Come and see what a real woman looks like. Olivia Hart stared at the words. At the invitation to her ex-husband's wedding? At the deliberate cruelty of inviting her to watch him marry the woman he'd left her for. 2 years ago, Derek had stripped her of everything. Her career. He'd convinced her to quit her marketing director job to support his business, then left her with no recent work experience. Her finances, community properties split that somehow left him with the assets and her with the debt. Her confidence cheated on her for a year before leaving. Made her feel like she wasn't enough. Would never be enough. Vanessa Cole, 26, Instagram influencer. The real woman Derek apparently preferred. The invitation was meant to destroy her, to humiliate her, to remind her that she'd been replaced, upgraded. Derek thought sending it would break her. He was wrong, because in the 2 years since he'd walked out, Olivia had done something he never expected. She'd risen, built a global parenting platform from nothing. Hundreds of thousands of lives touched, revenue in the millions, and fell in love with a man who saw her worth long before she walked into any ballroom. This is the story of a woman who received an invitation designed as a weapon and turned it into a crown 2 years earlier. Derek had waited until after their 5th anniversary to tell her, "I'm leaving." Olivia looked up from the dishes. "What?" "I'm leaving. I've met someone else. Someone who," he stopped, "someone who gets me." "Who gets you?" She set down the plate, hands shaking. "We've been married for 5 years. "Who?" "Vanessa. You've met her. The influencer I've been working with for the company rebrand." Olivia's stomach dropped. The 26-year-old with perfect skin and a perfect body and a perfect Instagram feed. The one Derek had been working late with for 6 months. "You're leaving me for a woman 11 years younger than you." "I'm leaving you because I'm not happy. Because we grew apart. Because," he looked at her, "because you're not who I married anymore. I'm exactly who you married." "No, you're tired. You're stressed. You've let yourself go." Vanessa is vibrant, exciting. She makes me feel alive. The words landed like knives. "I let myself go because I've been running your household while you built your business. I quit my career to support you. And I'm grateful. But that doesn't mean I have to stay in a marriage that's making me miserable." He left that night, filed for divorce 2 weeks later, and Olivia fell apart. The divorce took 8 months. 8 months of lawyers, asset division, Derek's accountants, somehow proving that most of their money was his business capital. Olivia walked away with $47,000 and their shared debt. Derek walked away with everything else, including Vanessa. 6 months after the divorce finalized, Olivia was broke, working retail, living in a studio apartment, crying herself to sleep. Her sister found her on the bathroom floor one night. "This has to stop." "I know." "No, I mean it. You have to stop shrinking. Stop disappearing. Stop letting him win." "He already won. He won the divorce. But he doesn't get to win your life." Olivia looked at her sister. "I don't know how to come back from this." "Then figure it out. But do it angry. Do it determined. Do it like the woman who was a marketing director at 28 before she gave it all up for a man who didn't deserve her. Something in Olivia shifted. Olivia started small, a blog about divorce, about rebuilding, about being a single woman navigating life after betrayal. Then she expanded, added parenting content. She'd been a stepmother to Derek's daughter from his first marriage, had learned the hard way how to navigate blended families. The blog became a platform. The platform became a business. The Hart Method, parenting, and personal development. Within 18 months, 500,000 followers across platforms, partnership with major brands, a book deal, revenue, $2.3 million in year one. Olivia had built an empire from her broken marriage, and she'd done it without Derek's money, without his name, without anything except her own intelligence and determination. His name was Marcus Reed. She'd met him at a business conference. He ran a venture capital firm, was looking for companies to invest in, found Olivia's presentation compelling, asked her to dinner to discuss funding. "I don't need funding," she'd said. "Then come to dinner anyway. You're the most interesting person I've met all day." She'd said yes. One dinner became three. Three became a relationship. Marcus was everything Derek wasn't. Secure, supportive, interested in her success instead of threatened by it. "You're extraordinary," he told her after 6 months. "You know that, right?" "I'm figuring it out." "Good, because I'm in love with you. And I need you to know you're extraordinary before I tell you that." She'd cried. "Why?" "'Cause no one's ever said that to me before." "Then everyone you've known has been an idiot." The invitation arrived on a Tuesday. Olivia stared at it for 10 full minutes, then called Marcus. "He invited me to his wedding." "What?" "Derek. He's marrying Vanessa, and he invited me, with a note that says, 'Come and see what a real woman looks like.'" Silence. Marcus stopped. "That's deliberate cruelty. It's psychological warfare. Are you okay?" "I don't know. Part of me wants to throw it away. Part of me wants to." She stopped. "Wants to what?" "Wants to show up in the most stunning dress I own, with you, and show him exactly what he lost." "Then do it." "Really? Really? You've built an empire. You're happy. You're successful. You're loved. Let him see that. Let her see that." His voice was firm. "Walk into that room like you own it. Because the woman who survived him and thrived anyway, she does." Olivia spent 2 weeks preparing. Not obsessing. Preparing. She bought a dress, emerald silk, cut to perfection. The kind of dress that made people stop and stare. She got her hair done, her nails, her makeup. She practiced her smile in the mirror. Not the fake one, the real one. The one that said, "I'm happy, genuinely, truly happy." Marcus picked her up the day of the wedding, wearing a tailored suit, looking like he'd stepped out of a magazine. "You're stunning," he said. "So are you." "Pretty." She looked at the invitation one more time. "Come and see what a real woman looks like." "Yes," she said. "I'm ready." They arrived fashionably late. The ceremony was already underway. Olivia and Marcus slipped into the back row. Derek and Vanessa stood at the altar. He looked the same, slightly older, still handsome in that conventional way. Vanessa looked perfect, Instagram perfect, like she'd been filtered in real life. The officiant droned on about love and commitment. Olivia felt nothing. No jealousy, no anger. No pain. Just nothing. Are you okay? Marcus whispered. Yeah, actually, I'm fine. The ceremony ended. Derek and Vanessa walked down the aisle. Married. Derek's eyes swept the crowd. Found Olivia. She saw the moment he recognized her. The shock. The calculation. She smiled. Warm, genuine, and watched him falter mid-step. The reception was at a country club. Expensive, tasteful, designed to impress. Olivia and Marcus entered the ballroom. People turned, stared. She knew some of them. Derek's friends, his family. People who'd watched the divorce and taken his side. They didn't recognize her at first. The broken woman who'd left the marriage had been timid, diminished, apologetic for taking up space. This woman was different, confident, radiant, undeniably successful. Derek's mother recognized her first. Olivia? Mrs. Harrington. Lovely to see you. We didn't expect. She looked at Marcus. Who's this? Marcus Reed, my partner. He runs Reed Venture Capital. Marcus shook her hand. Professional. Warm. Congratulations on your son's wedding, he said. Mrs. Harrington looked between them. You look different. I am different. Better. Olivia smiled. Divorce will do that. Derek found her by the bar. Olivia. Derek. Congratulations. He looked at her. Really looked. You came. You invited me. I didn't think. He stopped. Vanessa wanted to send the invitation. I thought it was a bad idea. And yet you let her. She was insistent. I'm sure she was. Olivia sipped her drink. She's lovely, by the way. Very curated. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Just an observation. Marcus appeared at her elbow, handed her a champagne flute. Derek, Marcus said pleasantly. Congratulations on your marriage. Thanks. And you are? Marcus Reed, Olivia's partner. Derek's jaw tightened. Partner, boyfriend, business associate, investor in her platform. Marcus smiled. She's extraordinary, but I imagine you know that. The barb landed. Yes, congratulations on. Derek looked at Olivia. On your business. I heard it's doing well. Very well. We hit 8 figures this quarter. Derek blinked. 8 figures. Million. Yes. Olivia smiled. Turns out, all that marketing experience I built before we got married was useful after all. I'm happy for you. Are you? She tilted her head, because Vanessa's note suggested otherwise. He had the grace to look uncomfortable. She didn't mean. She meant it. And honestly, I'm grateful, because it reminded me why I left, why I'm better off, why, she looked at Marcus, why I found someone who actually values me. Derek's expression darkened. I valued you. No, you valued what I could do for you. There's a difference. She set down her glass. Enjoy your wedding, Derek. I hope Vanessa makes you happy. I really do. Because I'm happy, finally, and you deserve the same. She walked away. Marcus followed. That was perfect, he murmured. Was it? You were gracious, confident, and you destroyed him without saying a cruel word. I wasn't trying to destroy him. I know, that's what made it so effective. They were leaving when Vanessa cornered them. Olivia, wait. Olivia turned. Vanessa looked nervous, underneath the perfect makeup and the perfect dress. I need to talk to you. Okay. Alone. Marcus looked at Olivia. She nodded. He stepped away. Vanessa pulled Olivia into an alcove. I'm sorry about the note that was cruel. I was trying to hurt me? Prove something to Derek, to myself. I don't know. She looked down. I've been insecure about you since we started dating. He talks about you a lot, about how smart you are, how capable, and I'm not those things. I'm an influencer who got lucky with algorithms. Olivia stared at her. Why are you telling me this? Because you walked in here looking like that, with a man who looks at you like you hung the moon. And I realized, her voice cracked, I realized he'll never look at me that way, because he's still comparing me to you. Vanetta, I made a mistake. I thought taking someone else's husband meant I won. But you're standing here happy and successful and loved. And I'm married to a man who's still in love with his ex-wife. Olivia's chest tightened. Derek's not in love with me, isn't he? Because he's been staring at you all night. And when I asked him why he let me send that invitation, he said, she stopped. He said he wanted to see if you'd break, if you'd show up looking small, because then he'd know you still cared. And instead, you showed up looking like you've never been happier in your life. And he can't handle it. Olivia looked at this young woman who'd helped destroy her marriage, who was now married to a man who couldn't let go. Vanessa, can I give you some advice? Okay, leave him while you still can, before he destroys your confidence the way he destroyed mine. Before you wake up 5 years from now and realize you gave up everything for a man who was never going to be satisfied. I can't we just got married. Then get an annulment, a divorce, whatever. But don't waste your 20s on a man who's using you to avoid dealing with his own inadequacy. Vanessa's eyes filled with tears. I don't know if I can. Then that's your choice. But know this. You sent me that invitation to prove you were better than me. You're not. But you could be, if you chose yourself instead of him. Olivia walked away. Vanessa filed for divorce 3 months after the wedding, claimed irreconcilable differences. The gossip sites had a field day. Olivia saw the headlines, but didn't read the articles. Didn't need to. She was too busy building. Her platform had expanded internationally, was being translated into 6 languages. Marcus had proposed. She'd said yes. They were planning a wedding. Small, intimate, just people who actually loved them. One day an envelope arrived. Cream card stock. Elegant script. From Vanessa. Not a wedding invitation.
A thank you note.
Thank you for telling me the truth, for showing me what's possible. I left. I'm rebuilding. And I'm using your platform to help me figure out who I am outside of being someone's accessory. You were right. I'm not better than you, but I'm trying to be better than I was. Thank you for the blueprint. Volt. Olivia smiled, set the note aside. Marcus found her on the balcony. What are you thinking about? About how Derek thought that invitation would break me. And instead it reminded me how far I'd come, how much I'd built, how happy I actually am. He pulled her close. Some people send invitations as weapons, and some women turn weapons into crowns. That's very poetic. I'm feeling poetic. She looked up at him. I'm marrying you in 3 months. I'm allowed to be poetic. He kissed her. I love you. I love you too. And somewhere across the city, Derek Harrington sat alone in his expensive apartment, divorced. Again, wondering how the woman he'd thrown away had become someone he could never reach. The invitation was supposed to destroy her. Instead, it had become proof. that the best revenge isn't cruelty. It's rising. He thought the invitation would break her, remind her of everything she'd lost, everything she wasn't. He was wrong, because Olivia Hart hadn't just survived the divorce. She'd risen from it, built an empire, found real love, became the woman he'd told her she'd never be. And when she walked into that ballroom, in emerald silk and genuine happiness, she didn't just attend his wedding. She won, not by being cruel, not by seeking revenge, but by being so undeniably successful, so genuinely happy, that her presence alone was the most devastating response she could give. Some people send invitations as weapons. Some women turn weapons into crowns.